Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are at Fast Lane Motorsports. We are here for another race. We are here at the Kern County Raceway. You can see right there on the screen, Kern County Raceway. Got a qualifying happening right now. Should have about just a few minutes of qualifying left. These guys hitting the track. Johnny Berardi, he's on the track. Mike Fudge on track. JD McGee, David Mayo, Rusty Greer, Jim Willis, Paul Brown, Doug Cook. David Mayo right now to the top of the board. With that, my schemes probably not loading in. That is my fault. I just realized I did not have my application open to load these schemes. Loading it up right now, so you will see these cars looking pretty good here in just a second. The David Mayo scheme loading in right now. He should be running, I believe, that gold scheme that he was running last week. A beautiful looking car. Yeah, you can see it coming by. JD McGee, the top of the board right now. Check these times out real. Ooh, Paul Brown to the top of the board, the 18.316. JD McGee also running a Dodge. Sort of like a Robbie Gordon type scheme is what that reminds me of. Harold Ralph out there running a Steve Park scheme. Sorry about that. Let's have some problems with my door back there. Jim Willis, Brett McCoy. Y'all know this guy can be fast. Fast weekend and out. Frank Barbary to the top of the board. Running that same car still, the green and black car. This is a very fast racetrack right here. McCoy is able to drive it in deep. Brett McCoy to the top of the board with a 18.162. Tags one. Counted that third lap or not. Much of qualifying left. These guys start gritting up. Right back. I'm sorry if you have not heard me for the last couple minutes. I did not realize when I put my phone down, I had set it on my mute button. But, you know, live and you learn. But, man, these guys doing an awesome job. Brett McCoy out to an early lead. Harold Ralph in second. Rusty Greer in third. JD McGee in fourth. Frank Barbary fifth. Frank Barbary falling back just a little bit, but he has the momentum to try to get further up there. Car slower on the bottom. Is Johnny Berardi going to go ahead and pull down to the bottom, let these guys by? Does not want to be in the way, does not want to cause an accident. But Rusty Greer right now, he is cooking right now. He's hunting down Harold Ralph. These guys do, I believe, run 50% throttle or 50% fuel. I don't think they will be able to go the whole distance without pitting. We'll just have to see how this plays out. The 11th car of Harold Ralph. McCoy driving it down into one right there. Harold Ralph, Rusty Greer, JD McGee, Frank Barbary. David Mayo, he's actually closing up on these guys as well, along with Mike Fudge in that 2 car. Jim Willis back there in 8th. Paul Brown, Doug Cook, all these guys battling for a spot. Yeah. Brett McCoy still out front. Harold Ralph doing everything he can to close up that gap, but he's just not able to. But JD McGee, though, he is working his way up through this field right now. Started all the way up to third. I believe he started a little bit further back. He started in that 6th position, so he's now up to 3rd. He's our biggest mover of the race currently. And looks like he is on his way to hunt down your leader, or your 2nd place car of Harold Ralph. 21 laps into this race so far. I'll give you guys a bit of a crank it up. Oh, yellow flag is out. Come back at just the right time. What happened? Oh, it was Johnny Berardi. Woo! Pulled right back up into traffic. That was close. What happened? Looks like maybe he just lost it. That's exactly what happened. He lost it coming out of 2. Luckily, all it was just a little small spin. A little bit of right front there. I was trying to get that thing turned around. Yeah, everybody coming out. Not everybody. James Stratton going to stay out and try to get those laps back. Of the night, and it comes an opportunity. So Rusty Greer's going to go ahead and stay out and pick up some positions. Now your leader, Paul Brown, in second. Harold Ralph. Luckily, he's actually going to have the jump on these guys. He come down pit road, got those tires. Got to see Frank Barbary, Mike Fudge, JD McGee, Mayo, Cook. Go. Ace car. Ace lights are on.
Green, green, green.
Green is out. Rusty Greer grabbing gears. Go ahead and hang on to that lead, but it's probably not going to last long with these guys on pressure tires right behind him. He's able to hang on right now, though. Rusty Greer may have been saving those tires. Looks like, and compared to these guys behind him, looks like he's not even worried, but those guys behind him are trying to get those tires warmed up. Once they come up to temperature, I think the guys behind him will be definitely a threat. Harold Ralph, he is trying his hardest to work his way around that car, but he just cannot find a way around that 07. The 11 car just cannot get around him. 07 car, he is definitely hanging on to it. Doing a really good job at it, too. We got a little loose right there. Woo! He gives the a bump to the 07. The 07 probably not going to be very appreciative of that. A lot of aggressive racing going on, so the 07 going to keep it up high, let the 36 by, but oh, a car going around back there. That was David Mayo that went around. Kind of watching as the guys were kind of getting a little spaced out, but there was any help. Oh, he around all on his own. David Mayo, did he make contact with it? Oh, slight contact. Harold Ralph coming down pit road once again, and look who's down pit road now. That is Rusty Greer. Him a set of tires. Go with the just rights, though. You have to wonder. Rusty Greer, go ahead and get those 4 sets of tires. Is down and away. Paul Brown, he's down and away. Mike Fudge, he's on pit road. David Mayo, obviously on pit road. Jim Willett coming down pit road. He's got a little bit of damage from something, except splitter is bent up just a little bit, so I wonder what happened to him. Race definitely throwing some curveballs at these guys. One to go from the flag man right there. You've seen it. The pace lights are out on that Mustang, the iRacing pace car. Brett McCoy feeling pretty confident. Probably going to get him another win. We'll have to see.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, the pace lights are back out. Seems like we may be having a slight problem. We'll have to see. Boy, he's still on point right here.
Green, green, green.
He's down and away. Good start by him, but JD McGee, though, got a pretty bad fast car. Can he make something happen right here? Get to the bottom, but can he carry the momentum? There's it way out wide. Trying everything he can. It looks like he may be closing in on him just a little bit. Almost halfway in this race. Doug Cook in third. Frank Barbary in fourth. Harold Ralph looks like he's trying to make something happen. Doug Cook in third. He's still hanging on to it, though. McGee and McCoy, they are both pulling away from the pack, but McGee not really letting McCoy drive away. He's still staying right there with him. Harold, he's working working his way around Doug Cook. Rusty Greer now, he's working his way up there. So David Mayo, another guy you got to look out for. Rusty on the bottom. David tried to drive it in a little shallow. Brett McCoy, they're finally starting to pull away. JD McGee, Harold Ralph. He hits the wall just a little bit. He in the wall again. He may be having a problem with that car. Battle right here. But he hit the wall right there, it looked like. Well, JD McGee may be having a problem with that car. He cannot get that car to just act right for him at all. Mike Fudge and Doug Cook battling for that 7th position. David Mayo trying to work his way back up through the field. A little over halfway now. Paul Brown in that 9th position, sticking with the field. Jim Willis back there. Johnny Berardi, James Stratton. Whoa! Big slide by James Stratton. Good save for that man. For anybody that is watching, who do you think is going to win this race tonight? Who do you think can pull it off? James Stratton did get a late start, though, for this race, so... Brett McCoy pulling away with the lead right now. Harold Ralph, JD McGee, Rusty Greer. Rusty trying to work his way past McGee now. He's not going to give too much of a battle, especially with a hurt race car. Able to hang on the outside, though. Rusty not able to work his way fully past him just yet. Oh, he's super sideways. Getting a little bit of a reaction from Mayo. He's seen that on his outside and tried to scoot down just a little bit. Now Greer went down that number 11, get a 2nd place right here.
Yellow.
Oh, yellow flag is out. A couple cars got together, looks like. Right here. Oh, Mike Fudge loses it getting in. Sideways. Got jammed on the brakes, trying to get that car slowed down because it got sideways, and Paul Brown just nowhere to go for him. Very unfortunate event for some of these guys. Frank Barbary, JD McGee, Mike Fudge coming up pit road, Doug Cook. I think Brett McCoy did come down pit road, so. Question is, can Harold Ralph hang on to rest of this race. Another question, does Rusty Greer remember what happened earlier on in this race? See how that plays out. One to go at the line. We'll have to see. Old Ralph is the leader.
Green, green,
Greer falling
green.
back just a little bit. Harold Ralph pulls up in front of him. Boy going way wide. You're blocking that lane. Mayo on the inside. Mayo coming alive at the later stage of this race. Look at McCoy. Oh, to the very, very bottom. Trying to make it 3 wide, going into 1. Brett got a huge block thrown on him right there. Oh, and Mayo's going to go around hard contact into the wall. Oh, man. Yeah, tried to throw a big block. He was able to do that first block, but could not gather it up coming out of 2 right here. Him coming out, trying to hang on to it on the bottom, turns it, and that thing just whips around on him. Nothing he can do. Oh, hits that wall hard on the inside. Those guys coming down pit road. Guys getting ready to take another green flag. Harold Ralph on point. Brett McCoy right behind him. Can Brett make a move going into 1 and 2? Looks like he's not going to. Looks like he's going to try to save it 4, 3, and 4. Can he get the run down the backstretch? Not able to just yet. You know, Harold's going to protect that bottom lane with everything he's got. Harold Miller driving, 29 laps to go. Brett going to try to force it down there. Can he keep the momentum carried on the bottom, or does Harold have it side by side down the backstretch? Harold pulled him just a little bit. These guys side by side, door to door. This is perfect for Rusty Greer. Can Rusty try to close up and capitalize on this, though? Look at Harold Ralph. On the outside, he is just keeping that momentum rolling. He does not want to let Brett get away. He knows this is his one opportunity to try to hold him. Brett tries to push him high, but he is not intimidated by it. Brett finally going to clear him. That's going to allow Harold to get to the inside. Harold tried to close it up. Now can Harold make the same move? Can he get to the inside of Brett McCoy? Well, looks like he closes up the gap just a little bit. Oh, Brett gets a little loose right there. He's definitely feeling the pressure of that number 11. He sees that Pennzoil sticker in the mirror right now. Well, Harold just a little loose, but not as loose as Brett was just a second ago. Brett McCoy trying to drive away with it. 25 laps to go. Still plenty of time for this race to change up just a little bit. Oh, Brett tagged the wall just a little bit. Brett is just trying to focus up. He's trying to get his concentration, trying to get back to hitting his marks. We're doing what back there, trying to hang on to that third position. Got two very fast guys back there. JD McGee all over the place. He's able to hang on to it, though. Frank Barbary barely avoids that. Mike Fudge back there. Doug Cook, Paul Brown, David Mayo, Jim Willis.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, and the yellow flag is back out. Oh, James Stratton is around. They have hit that wall, inside wall, pretty good. What happens? Just loses it on the outside. Tries to lock it down. Oh, backs it into the wall pretty hard, but luckily just cosmetic damage, so. Not going to break down pit road. Somebody going to pit right here. Somebody pit with about 20 to go. Like, looks like we may have one taker, and that's going to be Rusty Greer. Maybe a bold strategy right here. We'll just have to see. lights out on that pace car. Now we're getting ready to go again. Well, looks like Rusty Greer may have had an issue, and he's pulled that car into the trailer. Back behind pit wall, Brett McCoy getting ready to take off.
Green.
Oh, Brett McCoy hesitated there for just a second. That allowed him to kind of screw up Harold Ralph right there for just a second. Now Frank Barbary coming alive right here in the end. Frank Barbary have anything for Brett McCoy? The 26 car is looking bad fast right now. Oh, a little bit of contact from the two. 26 and 11 make a little bit of contact. 11 able to hang on to it. Six had to check up quite a lot right there. 14 laps to go. And Brett McCoy hang on to it, or does Harold Ralph have enough left in the tank to catch him? JD McGee now, he's right behind your leader. Or I mean your third place car. Oh, McGee, whoa, he's way loose right there. Almost lost it on the bottom, but he's able to keep the momentum rolling. Still to the inside of that 26. 26 still rolling high, now he's back to the bottom. He's still trying to work that bottom. Oh, Barbary into the wall. He dives it low. He hang on to it this time. We'll have to see. Brett McCoy slowly pulling away from Harold Ralph right now. Now look at Paul Brown here at the end of this race. Paul Brown may have been saving this car for the whole race because now he is right there on the bumper of JD. 71 and the 70 gonna go head to head right here. Brett McCoy got a big lead, almost 2 seconds. Harold Ralph trying to hunt him down. JD McGee back there in third. Looks like Paul Brown may take this away from him, coming up on 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Brown still has plenty of time in that 70 car. Fudge back there. Mayo going past Barbary. Barbary having a big problem. Cook back there. Jim Willis. Boy, still leader, 6 laps to go. Harold Ralph wanting to hunt him down, just not having enough time. Now he's pulling away from that 70. Race comes to a close. It seems like all these guys are just going to get into a single file line. Ride it out till the end. 5 to go. Coming to 4 to go here this time by. He's coming around for 1 lap to go. He's coming to the white flag. Paul Brown, he has now closed up that gap to McGee. White flag in the air. Does Brown have anything left for McGee? He's going to do it. He needs to try it now. I don't think he has enough. He has enough of a gap. Brett McCoy going to go ahead and win this race tonight. Harold Ralph in second, McGee in third. Guys did an awesome job here tonight. Right back, and we he finished in third. Go ahead and bring him here and talk to him. Put up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello, yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Well, you brought it home in third, man. How are you feeling here tonight?
You know, man, well, that was a lot of fun. This is our first race here with Fastlane, and great group of guys. The setup was a little loose. I think everybody fought that a little bit, and finally got her tightened up a little bit and brought her home third.
Definitely had to drive that, man. How was the battling out on track? How was it racing around those guys?
You know, everybody seemed to race really respectfully. Obviously, Brett McCoy seems like the guy to beat around here. But you know, everybody raced with a lot of respect. Didn't see any real incidents. It's what you'd expect from more seasoned guys, I think.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good race, especially from you. You started up front, you kept it up front. You had to battle there for just a minute, man, but you kept the car clean. You brought it home in third, man. That's definitely got to feel good, especially your first race out.
Yeah, it sure does. It's always nice to feel competitive, and be able to feel like you're not, going to get lapped.
Oh yeah, definitely a feeling you don't want to have, man. But congratulations on your third place finish here tonight, man, and hopefully next week we can talk again.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Rob, you have an awesome night.
Nah, you as well. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our second place finish of Harold Ralph in that number 11. Hey Harold, it's wailing up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing good, man. You're probably doing a lot better than me, though. You're sitting here in second place. Probably not where you wanted to finish. You know, always want to win, man. But nonetheless, you brought it home in second, man. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Brett's pretty tough to beat. He's a hard guy to pass, it looked like.
Yeah, he's
The first
he.
time I ran in this room with all these guys, so he was pretty tough.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a fast guy. This is my second season with him, and I can tell he is definitely a fast guy. But man, you were able to give him a run for his money, man. I mean, that's definitely got to feel good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just got a little jumpy at this restart there, and was trying to anticipate his move, and then I jumped, so I let off, and then he got a whole car length on me at the restart there.
Yeah, definitely was a bit of a jacked up restart, man. But you still hung on. You still gave him a run for his money. You hung on to second place here tonight, man. Um, Question I gotta ask though, how was the battling out there on track?
That's pretty good. It wasn't bad. I mean, when you got around other cars, sometimes it gets spread out a little bit, but that's pretty typical.
Oh yeah, definitely at these bigger tracks, man. Well, congratulations on your second place finish here tonight. Uh, obviously, congratulations on the good run that you had. You definitely had a good car, and hopefully next week we can talk with you again.
I thank you. I hope so too.
Righty, you have an awesome night.
You too.
And a guy who's very much a regular up here in the booth, and very much a regular in victory lane. I hate to know how many win stickers he's got on that car now. We're gonna go ahead and bring in Brett McCoy. Hey Brett, it's Whalen. You got a copy?
I do, Waylon. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Well, I know one thing. You have become a very familiar face up here in the booth and down here in victory lane, man. How are you feeling today?
Good, good. They're definitely closing the gap. Harold ran real good. JD, Frank was up there. Everybody's getting faster, which is awesome. Um, I had a pretty good feel for it here. Just tried to save the right rear tire and build a little bit of a gap and then try to maintain. But I think as we go on here, there's not going to be that opportunity to maintain. I think we're gonna be running pretty hard, which will be fun.
Oh yeah. One question I gotta ask, man. How much pressure were you feeling from that number 11?
So I didn't really know how much he had when I got behind him there in the middle of the race before I peeled off and put the second right sides on. I was running pretty hard and I was hanging with him, but I wasn't all over him. And then, so I didn't really know what we were going to have there. But, once we were able to get around him on that last restart, and I had a little better right side tires there, I think, than he did. And like I said, I tried to get out and build the gap a little bit and then just try to maintain so I didn't scorch tires off of it.
Definitely did a good job of that. And you had such an awesome car here tonight. Thing looked like it was on rails. You had a couple of moments, coming off getting a little loose, but that's expected here at Kern. Such fast speeds, man. How was the battling out there on track?
Oh, this place is so much fun. There's a lot of room. You can race each other hard, but not really have to worry about banging or making contact. A lot more room for error than there is at like a Hickory or South Boston or something like that. So everybody ran hard. We all ran clean, and it was a good time.
Definitely was fun to watch, man. But congratulations on another win for the season, man. Definitely got to feel good for the points. You probably got a pretty good points lead. We'll have to check that out here in a minute. Um, but man, congratulations on another win, and hopefully next week we can talk with you again and see you in victory lane again.
Well, that's the plan. We're racing hard, just trying to have fun, and get like I say, the guys are getting quicker. Before we jump off here, I shout to my dad. He always watches when the broadcasts are on. And then yesterday, one of my childhood racing guys I pulled for, Wayne Swartout, passed away. He was long, healthy, great life, 86 years old, but still kind of sad when the guys. I mean, I cheered for him before my dad a lot of the times when they were racing against each other. So, bad deals like the thinking of him and his family.
Prayers definitely going out for that family. We'll all say prayer for that family. Wish them the best endeavors moving forward. Yeah, man. Congratulations on another win tonight. And said hopefully next week we'll be talking with you again, and hopefully you can bark in victory lane again.
All right, that sounds good. You have a great week, man. Take care.
All right, man. You too.
Alrighty, bye bye.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up another stream. This wraps up another race. I'm sorry that's getting a little more scarce as my work picks up just a little bit. Yeah, streams are going to get a little bit more scarce, but I promise I am working in the background trying to get these streams out to you guys. I know you guys love watching them. I know you guys love hearing from these guys, and hopefully I can get the boys back on, start posting some streams. Been downloading a few games, downloading a few things in the background, trying to make these streams better for you guys to watch. I'll do the stream. Yeah, do it for you guys. Everybody that comes on, I thank everybody that watches. All y'all are absolutely amazing. Shout out to Frank Barbary, letting me come. Awesome guy, runs an awesome league. Fastlane Motor. They're on Facebook. Go look them up. Hit these guys up. Get in here if you want to. Fast, respectable racing. Hit these guys up. They know what they're doing. Super fast, super respectful. Always about giving room to each other, man. Frank, huge shout out to you. Hit him up on Facebook, or look up Fastlane Motorsports. Those guys are crazy. This has been Team 9 Racing Team